wanted to share all of the books I found at Little Free Libraries in August. Many of them ended up being mysteries. I feel like that's what I'm really interested in right now, is mysteries. So I've gone to all the Little Free Libraries in my area, but I know there's other suburbs around where I live that I haven't been to that I would like to try going to. Maybe September or October, we'll see how that goes. First we'll start with just like the fun little books that I found. I found this one. My husband picked out this library that we got it from. And this was the only thing I got from that library, but I love cats. We have two. And it's just got these cute little pictures and sayings and just the hobbies of the cats. I just think it's hilarious and I really enjoy it. I think I've gotten halfway through it already. It's really cute. The other two are just cookbooks. I love watching cooking shows. And I've actually seen Giada De Laurentiis as a judge on a few cooking shows, and I love pasta. Pasta is like one of my favorite dishes. So this one, and we also got this autumn and winter cookbook, which I'm really excited for. I already started going through and putting little sticky notes on ones that my husband and I want to try. But I'm very, very excited about that cookbook. My husband does most of the cooking, and I do like most of the cleanup sort of around the house. So yeah, he'll mostly cook those, and I'll just be like, hey, you should do this one. So the other books I found, and I'll try to give a little brief synopsis of them when I'm talking about them. We'll see how that goes. But the first one is Angela's Ashes, and this one I remember reading it when I was in school, and so good. It was very, very good, and I just remember thinking it was really good, and I don't actually have it. So I also am not good at giving the synopsis for this one. It was about a young boy. I believe he was growing up in Ireland, and just his family situation and stuff like that. It's very good. This one is I need you to hate me. I need you to hate me, and it seems like a love story. It's like a college romance, it says on the back. So when I feel like reading a romance, I have an option right there. This one is Me Before You. And I have watched this movie. It made me cry. So good. And I was unsure if I wanted to grab this one from the Little Free Library or not, because I was like, sometimes after you watch the movie, it's kind of hard to actually like enjoy the book. But I was like, I can at least give it a chance and see. And if not, I can give it back to a Little Free Library and give other people the opportunity to read it. So, and that's obviously for any of these books. And the other is the next on my TBR, to be read. It's Someone to Love by Mary Below, and it's Below. I don't know how to pronounce that. And it's a romance, but like old times romance. And she grew up in an orphanage. The new Earl's guardian is interested in her, some sort of duke. And so this is actually after I'm done with Catch Me If You Can, after I'm done with that book, which I'm more than halfway through. This is the one I will be reading. So that goes over here. And next is my mystery books that I found that I am super excited for, because I've been really into mystery right now, and I finished an Agatha Christie book, and Then There Were None. That book is amazing. It was so good, and I have a few more Agatha Christie's that I'm excited to read, but that one was super good. If you need a good mystery, Agatha Christie. So one is that I found is Jar of Hearts, and I actually don't remember what this one was about. It says a thriller about 3 friends, 1 murder, and a whole world of secrets. And one of the girls' boyfriends ended up being a serial killer when they were younger. And then now, like, some of what he did is coming back. And I think one of their friends had disappeared at one point. Yeah. A popular girl in school disappeared when they were all in school, and now, like, things that he did when he was younger as a serial killer and stuff is coming back or something like that. So that. I actually just finished a podcast about true crime and murders and stuff like that. This is so good. I love listening to them, although I have a really hard time. There's some that I can't listen to because it just really bothers me. But for the most part, I enjoy listening to them. And then there's this one by Helen Frost. It's called Hidden. And I think it's like a YA. It's got a very different writing style. Kind of like, it looks like poetry, but it's kind of like, it seems like it's written in that style, but not exactly. And it's about these girls. It's a kidnapping. It's about an accidental kidnapping. So I was like, well, even if it's a YA, I can read it once, and if I'm like, I can always put it back in a little free library. So it's always an option. This one I'm super excited about. I read it in the back and I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds awesome. So it's called The Babysitter by Cheryl Brown. And this babysitter gets hired by this couple, and then things start going wrong. And like, everyone seems to love her, but then the husband starts looking into her more and doing background checks, because they apparently didn't do that, and find out some things about her. Very generalized synopsis I'm giving, but that is what it seems like for now. So I'm like super excited, and it's a huge book. It's got like 700 pages. It's gonna be a big read, but I'm excited about that one. That one, The Babysitter, seems super good. This one I found in a little free library, and then I realized it's a popular book right now, which I didn't realize when I saw it. So that was kind of exciting for me to be like, oh, I've actually got a popular book. That's cute. That's kind of exciting. So 56 Days by Catherine Ryan Howard. And so it's COVID, and they quarantine together, and then the girl dies. I think, let's see, I'm making very small synopsises because I don't want to give anything away, and I haven't read anything. I don't want to be like, give too much information. So, but I'm really excited to read this one too, because I thought it sounded really cool, obviously, because I grabbed it. The next is The Lost Girls of Willowbrook by Ellen Marie Weissman. And this one was, they were identical twins, these two sisters, and then one of them just kind of goes to like a, what did it say? A state school. But then she goes missing, and so her twin sister goes to look for her, and they, because they're twins, they look exactly like these ones at least. She goes to find her, and the school thinks that she is her sister, and then she starts finding out these things about the school. So there's that one. Then I have Pretty Baby by Marie Kubica. Oh, yeah, this one I feel like is going to be really messed up. I don't know. I just feel like something's going to be a little messed up about this one, where this lady is very charitable, and she takes in this young girl and her 4-month-old, a young woman and her 4-month-old baby. She doesn't know who they are. And then, again, things start going a little wrong, and her family is very concerned that she has this woman she doesn't even know living with her. And so then, like, she starts to find things out about this stranger. And so, yeah, I think that one will be good. The Perfect Assassin by James Patterson. James Patterson ends up being an author I see a lot in little free libraries. And I don't usually grab his books, but I grabbed this one because it seemed to be about where he was taken and made to go. What I gather is that he was forced to become an assassin and like brainwashed in some way or something, but I might be wrong on that. But anyways, that's what I gather, and that's what this one is. And this one, Our Country Friends by Gary Steingart. I hope I pronounced that correctly. This one is also another COVID one. And they're quarantining. There's these friends, and they go to a country house together. And then there's betrayals, new friendships, romances, and just like what I really liked was that there was K-pop mentioned and like just some fun little things that I don't ever see in books. So I thought this one might be a fun one to kind of read, but it seems like a bit of a mystery, but partially romance a little bit too. I don't know for sure. So that one is the last one, actually. So those are all the books I got at Little Free Libraries this month, and I'm excited to start reading them. I want to go to more in September. I find it really, really fun. It's really fun for me. And usually if I'm unsure about a book, I won't grab it because I'm like, I don't want to grab a book that I'm unsure about and then not end up reading it. And then what if someone else would have gone to that Little Free Library and enjoyed that book? So I try to just grab books that I think I'll really like. I know there's a few in here I was kind of skeptical about, but for the most part, the books that I've seen, if I grab them, I think I'll like them. And I'm not usually unsure, but anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that, and follow and like. I hope to be putting more videos out about the Little Free Libraries and about books I find and have enjoyed from the Little Free Libraries. So yeah, thank you.